Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video, and to the first ever episode of the Cars Adventures Season 1 episode guide. It's a new book that I'm working on that will highlight all the episodes of Season 1. It's almost like a wiki page on the episodes. I give a synopsis, trivia, errors, and characters that appeared in the episode, all on just one page of paper. It also gives you a bit of insight into how I made the episode. So yeah, basically I decided to do this because, well, with my 1-year channel anniversary coming up on August 29th, I knew I needed a way to celebrate it, and what better way than to chronicle all of the episodes of the first season of Cars Adventures. These also kind of act as a recap so that new viewers don't have to rewatch all of Season 1, because I know there are a lot of seasons of Cars Adventures, and really the only ones you need to watch fully, in my opinion, the only ones that are really important to what's going on now are Seasons 1 and 2. So for all of you who are new viewers, you could just read these synopsises of all the episodes, and you could be all caught up for what's going on now. So let's get started with Carburetor Crash, Episode 1. And yes, the only picture is in black and white. I tried printing it out in color, but my printer is currently kind of low on ink, because you could see with how it's printed some stuff. Roger Wheeler is a really dark blue for some reason. Carl Clutchin does not look too good right there. Neither does Misty. So yeah, let's just get started already. So we're here. This is obviously the first page of the book, and it's all about the first episode. So yeah, I'll basically just be reading this out loud for you guys. So Episode 1, Carburetor Crash. And the plot was, Mater gets stuck on the side of a cliff, causing Lightning and Sally to use a string to try and pull him up. They use Guido and the King to try to save Mater, but both fail. Eventually, Sarge nearly saves Mater, instead falling to the ground. Now, as for the character section, which is up next, we'll be discussing whose debut it was, like who appeared for the first time in this episode, who spoke, who didn't speak, and in later episodes, if, say, a character doesn't speak in this episode, but they speak in Episode 2, for the Episode 2 episode guide, it'll say first line. So yeah, you'll see, it'll make more sense. For the characters, we have McQueen, and it was his debut, and the first time he spoke. I mean, it was the first episode. Mac's debut, and he had no lines. Sally's debut, and she did speak. Mater's debut, he spoke. Ramon did speak. Ramon did debut here, but he had no lines and was not mentioned. See, if they have no lines, I always make sure to add if they were mentioned or not. Luigi's debut, and he spoke. Guido's debut, and he spoke. The King's debut, he spoke. And Sarge's debut, and he spoke. And Frank's debut. And I didn't want to put no lines because he does make sound effects, but I mean, Frank doesn't speak. Over here, moving on to this area, you can just see the label. That's the thumbnail, word thumbnail. And now on to trivia. This episode uses the old Radiator Springs set, including a little fire station for Red where the courthouse should be. Wheel action driver Sarge is used in this episode, as you can see there. Don't know why I wanted to pick him. I did have diecast Sarge at the time. I didn't have Precision Series Sarge, but I don't know why I wanted to use that Sarge. Ramon is in his ghost light paint job, and the episode was originally supposed to be a two-parter, meant to end with the King driving up to Lightning and Sally. And then here's my favorite part, the errors. This being the first episode, you know I was not that good at making videos. As you can see, multiple real-world, non-Cars items appear in the background. Pillows, notebooks, etc. And you can even see that there with, I believe that's a pillow. Sorry that this is in black and white. But again, my printer's not very good right now. You can see a little cardboard stand table thing that I was gonna use for reviews but never did. Only Mac's hauler is visible. His cab is clearly not attached. A Lego bin is next to Lightning and Sally in Tailfin Pass. I love rewatching these episodes and looking at the errors I made. At one point, Lightning falls back into a pile of Disney Vinylmation figures along with other collectibles, and probably the worst error of all, multiple cars are scattered throughout the floor, including multiple Res Ramones and more. They canonically didn't appear in the episode, though. You can see in the background all those cars. There's a Red, a Snot Rod, Taya Decatora, Bud, Ramon, multiple other cars. Oh, sorry, that's not a pillow, that's a Mater, but there were pillows back there, by the way. yeah, just multiple cars appeared randomly in the background. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. And the guide for episode 2, Lucky String, should be out soon. Bye now.